So it's a crazy windy day, and the winds are supposed to increase tonight. So I'm using this opportunity to thin the new grafts. It happens very commonly that a new graft just gets blown off of its perch when these big winds come in. So just cutting the leaves off or in half is enough to save the whole graft. Right here, this one took forever to take. Right here is the union, and this particular variety is Angie. And I didn't watch this graft for so long just to have it blown off the tree, so a little preparation goes a long way. Might even take more leaves off than I originally thought with this kind of wind. As I said, that it's just going to be worse this evening and tonight. So as I said, taking the leaves off entirely is very helpful before a storm, and it also helps just to cut the leaves. Just reduces the surface area. Just doesn't, the wind blows through it instead of against it. So hopefully going to be enough to save this one part of the project. So I guess we'll just have to see what it looks like tomorrow. But I think that it's a lot more likely that it's going to survive the night this way. This is Juliet. Been down this path before with this one. Trimmed it off for other storms. And we'll need to do that again this time. There's a lot of branches here, and coming out of the same area makes for a very dense area for wind to hit. So we'll just sort of try to select our branches that we want to develop and take out some of the others. On a more lateral growth habits, so the ones that are more upright. one little cluster of branches is all by itself, nothing, not anything to block the wind before it happens over here. So gotta be a little more aggressive with this plant, or this part of the plant, I should say, this bunch. Still really pushing against it right now, and as I say, that it's just going to get stronger. I just keep trimming. Right now this is about, oh, maybe 10 feet up in the tree. So the wind's always stronger, higher you go. Is also a technique that I use before hurricanes. Yeah, I unfortunately never have the time and energy to do all the trees that or sections of trees that I want to, but it is helpful to do it as much as you can. You sort of prioritize which things you think are at risk the most, and also what's most important to you. This particular area has been growing for I'd say about 8 months, maybe a little bit less than that. Don't want to lose that amount of development, so just take off what I can and hope for the best. That's what it's looking like now. Hope I've taken off enough. This area over here is all grafted also. This is orange essence. And the thing that it has going for it right now is that it's very dense in here, so the other, all of these other grafts are helping protect each other. Still, the ones that I'm going to trim are the ones that are away from the pack, the stragglers here, because those are the ones that are most at risk. So I'll just take off some leaves. It's be faster to take the whole shoot off, but I would like to, in some cases, preserve the branching, to have it become wider growth, and in some cases I might come back and use some of this for graft wood. But the main thing is to not have it blow off the tree. Right now we don't have a lot of mangoes ready to pick, but we've got all this wind, so I'm guessing that tomorrow morning will be spent picking up green mangoes. And so today I have an alternate activity, at least for half an hour or so, of trying to make this new growth a little bit readier for the wind. More ready, I should say, for the wind. And simple physics, the leaves that can cause the most force on the graft are the ones that are furthest away from the graft. It's where you get all the leverage going on. So that's another reason to trim these ones that are outliers. I guess I'll get, and then here we go. This is very important to trim. See our graft here, this one on the bottom here, it's finally sprouted out. That's very vulnerable because look at how wet those new leaves are. They are very fresh. So we need to really trim those back because they are easy targets for the wind. It's very delicate growth and relatively heavy leaves. So save the graft and trim the leaves. So I think that's enough to save that particular graft. After another week or so, we'll come back and, well, more than that, we'll trim off the shoot that it was grafted onto. But we want to make sure that it's not tender like it is right now. When we trim back, it's sort of its protection. Get the ladder and figure out what else to trim. Some of this stuff is just not that reachable from my particular perch. I say this is, you know, this is about 10 feet up in the tree, so it's definitely got a lot of wind going on here. Located ladder. Let's see what we have up here. It's already just really getting pummeled by this wind. One I think I'll just take off over here. Well, these, it's a little bit tall anyway, and so just trim it well. And do the same thing over here. Let's see, we'll go down that far, just under this branching. Okay, so that's become a lot shorter. I guess I'll just go ahead and trim this one back. What's that? I'm not sure if that's graft wood that I want to harvest, so it's a little too windy and such for me to go investigate. So what variety this particular one is, so we'll just save it for now, and I'll cut it off later. Same variety over here. It's looking better. Take some of these leaves off. This one I already cut. No need to freak out. It's intentional. I guess I'll try for this one too. Okay, so bottom line is we need a new ladder. So sad. Not sure how that happened, but I'm glad I'm all right.